exciting. We are, apart from export and all of that, I think in a global village you are definitely working more and more with other countries, and there's a lot of exchange of ideas. And not by accident, but in the UK we have an agent, and they have an importer which is called Julio Bichon Wines, but the importer's name is Julio. So it's so nice to talk about David and Julio. They together created a wine called Longa Vie. Longa Vie is made in Chile, and it's something that David does with Julio. He flies just after our harvest, their Sauvignon Blanc is ready, and he flies there, and they've created this amazing brand. The first wine that reached our shores was the Longa Vie Sauvignon Blanc, and now we've added a Cabernet and a Pinot Noir, and on its way is also a Shiraz and some Chenin that was fermented in eggs. So these are really, really exciting for us. Over the last 12.5 years, I've been to about 14 different countries. Most of these countries are in Europe, and what's been happening is that we are now a bit more specialized. So some of us will do America and others will do the East, and even in Europe we will split up. But as I always say, people tend to think that all these places are overseas. I see Bloemfontein and Pretoria and Durban often as overseas. And we do a far bigger deal on those smaller villages and towns in South Africa. So for us it's just as important as the countries overseas, because our sales are split up 50% South Africa and 50% we export. To think of a amazing memory or events, for me, every time when we do trade shows overseas or when we do something with Rosa, and all these farms from South Africa gather in one village or one city, that is for me what memories are all about, especially the evenings when we go out and we put all the wines on the table. There are two wines that we make. The one is wild fermented, the Ghost Corner series, and that's a wild fermented Sauvignon Blanc. And then the 5 generation Chenin from Cederberg. So both whites. I'm a white wine drinker. The simple reason is I prefer older whites, and I do think that South Africa can do it. And I like a bit of a fermentation and a bit of wood. And for me, that's typically who I am. I'm getting older and I'm getting better and more knowledgeable about things.